everybody, glad to have you with me. It is January 9th as I shoot this. It is Eve's birthday, her first birthday, so this time last year we were in the hospital getting ready to have her. And it has really been the best year ever. Having her in our lives and seeing her and Belle together, like there's nothing like watching your two kids grow closer and closer together. And you might think, well, they're so young, is that really happening? And yes, it totally is. Every single day in some way I see Belle like assuming this loving big sister sweet role toward her. It's really amazing and fascinating and sweet, and I just love what she has brought to our lives. It's been just amazing. So happy birthday, little one. And now that I'm about to cry, here's a change of subject. The game last night, who watched the national championship? Alabama, Georgia. What a game. What a storyline. I'm a sucker for a storyline. So as soon as they brought in that freshman quarterback, Alabama did, and it was like they hadn't scored the whole first half, so is he gonna come in and be the hero? I'm like, yes, I'm standing in front of the TV like wanting amazing things to happen for this guy. And that poor kicker at the end, he totally could have like sealed the deal with that last kick, and he missed in the overtime, and I was just like, I was all in. Like I couldn't even go to bed. I was so like up here. I was on like a whole different vibrational level, as Oprah would say. But that was fun to see, and I'm not even like a hardcore Alabama or Georgia fan. Like I just wanted a good game. I like an exciting game. I think I was kind of hoping after Alabama lost the national championship last year, which we were in the hospital watching that game after we'd had Eve, but I was hoping they'd kind of come back and redeem themselves this year with a win. But ultimately as a viewer, you just want something fun to watch, and I was like, gosh, I hope they get it going in this game because they had scored and then they did. Like, wow. Let's get to the point of the video already. It's the Sephora favorites Give Me Some New Lip set. So I've tried Give Me Some Nude Lip, I've tried Give Me Some Bold Lip, and various other sets that they've put out over the years, but this is the first Give Me Some New Lip that I've seen, and what they say is it's spring's latest arrivals in lip. This set features the newest must-haves in an array of finishes from matte to high shine and metallic, and I'm so excited about this because oftentimes I'll get one of these kits and they put in maybe some real like already established super bestseller type things. Not that some of these haven't probably sold big just on their own, but I mean more often than not I've got like at least one thing in the kit that they're putting out, and this time I didn't have any of it, so I was really jazzed about getting it. $28, you get 5 things, and you get 2 of them in full size. The Marc Jacobs product in here is full size, and they're giving you a full size Smashbox liquid lipstick. And so I thought I would go through this with you and try them on, and we could kind of chat about the formulas and what makes them special. But this is a cute little just cardboard box. I like how it opens. It's so neat. Might be a way to spend that Sephora gift card you got for Christmas. But I've just always been a lip sampler person, especially if you can give me that lip sampler and like switch up the brands so I can try a lot of different things, and you give me the small size so I don't feel all that pressure about using it up, you know. But the first thing we're going to talk about is this little guy. This looks like something, I swear, when I was, I don't know, 6 years old, I had a set of Avon lip balms that looked like mini crayons like this. Like they actually had that kind of tip. I don't know. Am I making that up? That was back in the day when I used to go up to my neighbor's treehouse and like eat a lip balm. They had more taste back then, okay? But this is in the shade Barbados Berry, and it's from treStiQue, and I do have some other stuff from this line that I need to dive into more, but this is the mini plumping lip balm lip treatment in Barbados Berry, and I went to their website to get a little bit more of a description of what this is, but when you take the top off, it looks kind of like a, you know, an EOS style lip balm, but it's tinted. It's like a soft berry tint, and I found it to be buildable, but it really just felt super lip balmy, and I didn't get the plumping thing, so I looked up more info, and it says infused with organic shea butter, maxi lip, and marine collagen microspheres for full moisturized lips. Lips look up to 32% fuller. So this doesn't have any kind of tingly, chemically gonna make your lips feel like pins are poking into them and you've got bee-stung lips or something. Like it's just smoothing out the surface of your lips, making them appear to be a little bit fuller. But I love the color. I like that you can add a little bit more, as I did, and intensify the shades. Just kind of this nice reddish berry. The kind of touchy thing about it is that it's so rounded and yet it is tinted. It's hard to get a lot of precision. so I would definitely want to apply this with a mirror just to make sure I wasn't like, you know, but I do like the product and I think it's very comfortable and very cute. Next thing here is this Huda Beauty metallic lip gloss in the shade Snobby, and it says lip strobe here on the packaging. So just like a really shiny, iridescent, cool gloss. It looks neat in the tube because you're seeing the pink and the golden sort of shift, but it's not until you put this on your lips that you start to see the depth of it. Like it's rosy, peachy, looking very golden as it hits the light, looking a little bit deeper and more rosy when it's not. Super cool layering product. I'm actually wearing this, just a little bit of it layered over another part of this kit, and it's just really cool. It's very transformative and it will take on a lot of different chameleon-like looks depending on what you put it over top of, but even worn on its own, I think it looks really nice. And I'll do the metallic thing if you give it to me in a glossy finish because I don't think the lips end up looking over dried. And this is actually a really pleasant texture to wear too, not too sticky whatsoever. It has like maybe a barely there sort of sweet scent, and this, by the way, I wasn't picking up any scent on. You know how sometimes you get a kit and there's one thing in it that you love so much, you're like, yep, this is the thing that's worth the price of admission, like this one and this one alone makes it worth getting. This. It's from Marc Jacobs and it's called the Le Marc Liquid Lip Crayon, and the shade is 310 Night Mauves, or Night Mauves. In that context, Mauves actually kind of makes more sense. Really cool product. It looks like a jumbo lip pencil type thing that you've probably tried time and time again. It's not like massive jumbo, I mean, obviously. I would still say it's definitely slim, but it's thicker than a normal lip liner. The texture on this is awesome. It is like a liquid lip, but it doesn't have the uncomfortable dry down of a liquid lipstick, but it just goes on weightlessly, but it feels like liquid, like a thin liquid, but yet opaque. It does say it's a 16-hour long wear lip crayon. I'm not sure how they're gonna pull that off. I need to test it more in that capacity. And by the way, this is what I've been wearing throughout the video with a little of the Huda on top. But this description of this product is definitely consistent with what I experienced here. It says it melts into lips with a lightweight liquid sensation, providing powerful one swipe color with bold impact. Like it really was, you know, you didn't have to build it up, but it felt so tremendously light and yet oddly liquidy. It was weird. A dose of innovative ghost pearl, they call it, gives the matte look a dimensional sheen which becomes more visible at certain angles to give the lips a modern, never before seen finish. And you do see that. I remembered looking at this when I first got it and swatching it on my hand and thinking there is just a bit of sheen to that. They call it ghost pearl. Hey, you know, I like saying ghost pearl more than like subtle sheen or whatever, but I don't know if you can tell, like it's nothing that makes your lips look like dry and cracky and unattractive, but it's very unique and really interesting. And I feel like, just even judging by the way this swatches on my hand, I think there's gonna be sort of a staining that happens with this because it's tough to fully remove the color, like just to wipe it off. And another key thing about this, when you put the cap back on, there's like an added little snap there, and that may be part of what keeps this feeling so light and almost like liquefied once you put it on your lips. It's really a neat experience. The color is great too. I mean, like I said, I've got a hint of the gloss on right now on top of it, but what a workable, easy shade for anyone. Moving on, the next thing is from Smashbox, and they're giving you an always on metallic matte. The shade is XO. It's kind of a like gold and copper mix. I maybe call it a soft copper. It's a really super pretty color. Put it on my lips and I think, here's the thing. I just don't like things that are metallic and have some sort of dry down on the lips. I just don't think it's a pretty thing on lips. You just see every little crevice there, and I don't really want to see that. I mean, you got this nice thing that sort of takes away the look of lines. If you want a little metallic-y, interesting shine, the Huda thing doesn't make you look super parched and over-dried. But for just a liquid lipstick in general, I'm finding I do like this formula because even as it dries down, it doesn't go uncomfortably dry or anything, but still, it's not shiny. There's not a ton of moisture there, and I just don't love the look that that gives. But I'm wondering if I can find a way to work this in kind of as more of an accent type color. Given the lightness that this shade has, I wonder if it could be kind of mixed into another lip look and look kind of cool in that manner. And lastly, how cute is this? Like, undeniably cute. This is the Fenty Beauty Mattemoiselle, and the shade is called Candy Venom. So we've got a matte lipstick here, super cute, nice attention to detail with the actual Fenty Beauty logo stamped into the mini lipstick. Like, they're doing it right. Gorgeous, like really pretty bright pink shade. I love this kind of color. It's so saturated and it's immediately matte on the lips. So you do feel, I guess, a hint of dryness as you're moving this across your lips, but that's kind of gonna come with the territory when you're achieving matte instantly. There are some matte lipsticks where they go on exactly like a cream, and then maybe after a little wear they finally look fully matte. This is for the people who want to commit to the fully matte lip and have it instantaneously. It says an ultra slim lipstick with a long wearing petal soft matte finish. It says the finish on the lips was inspired by a rose petal, and if you wear this and kind of lick your lips, you do sense that. Like, it's that sort of feeling. I definitely wouldn't call it uncomfortable by any means, but there's just a difference. When you put on a matte lipstick, you kind of know what you're getting into. It's definitely going to be a different feeling from the treStiQue. Not as comfortable as the Marc Jacobs. Of course, this is like its own special animal type of product here. Really excited about that. But no, the Fenty is nice and the color is outstanding. So from my perspective, I would say this is definitely a kit worth getting. I think it would be a great giftable type thing if you want to experiment with all these different colors and textures. I mean, they're only giving you 5 products, but they gave you 5 very different things. 2 of the things are full size and it was what, $28? Yeah, definitely worth it. Oh, and can I tell you guys, do you remember when I did that video on sunset eye palettes, like that trend toward eye palettes that have orangey shades, but also kind of a purpley tone to them as well? I have another to officially add to that list, the Makeup Revolution Flawless 4. That's what I'm wearing in this video, and I've got some of the peachy tones and the purple on there all together, and I love it. Also, I would like to add, I've been still playing around a bit with my Patrick Starr powder from MAC. First time I used this, I instantly thought it was very, very dry looking, and today I made a very specific effort to moisturize myself and prep my skin and my eye area really well, and I thought it was less dry, and I still used a substantial amount of product because I baked. So just throwing that out there, but I found this to be kind of brightening, and I really liked the way it worked today. So thank you guys for putting up with me today and my random rambles that came alongside the actual point of this video. I appreciate you, I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.